exist. We can't do it with sponsors. We certainly can't do it by selling you seeds. So this is the only way it works, and it seems to be plowing ahead, I would say.
Plowing?
Yes, plowing. So please consider us for Thursday, where we will have yet again more grandiose dissections of media and news for you.
Dvorak.org/NA.
And Sir Ted Hosmer congratulates his wife, Melissa, says a very happy 33rd birthday to her, the magic number. Janet Ruki, of course, congratulates Sir Bernie before and now with her donation after his birthday, which was July 5th. And Jim Zukal, happy birthday to him. He celebrates today, July 6th. Happy birthday from all of your friends and relatives here at the best podcast in the universe. And then we have 1, 2, 3. Of course, we had 2 Instanites. And Christopher Walker, who sent in his accounting, and he is going to be knighted today. So let us grab these swords to get everything good and ready. Yeah. All right, John. All right, Bone Crusher, Murder Kill, 100. Step forward, James Brown. Christopher Walker, all of you are welcome here to join the round table of the Knights and Dames, as I would like to proudly pronounce the following. Sir Bone Crusher of Murder Kill 100, Sir James Brown, and Sir Christopher of Wisconsin. Gentlemen, for you, we have a nice mixture of whiskey and wet wipes, hookers and blow, red poison Chardonnay, 3 geishas and a bucket of fried chicken, hot pans and booze, wenches of beer, Romanesque women and rosé, vodka and vanilla, bong hits and bourbon, or maybe just some mutton and mead. And hop on over to noagendanation.com/rings. Pick up your coveted and well-deserved ring, and thank you very much from everyone here at the best podcast in the universe. I have a question for you, John. I came across something which I wanted to ask you about, because it's something I'd not heard of before. It is the Cloward-Piven strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Had you heard of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I ran across this.
If I had another couple seconds, I could tell you what it is.
Go ahead.
But I have heard of it. It comes up in the conversation every so often.
So this is not new?
No.
Apparently, it was a political strategy outlined in 1966 by...
Yes, by these 2 sociologists, I believe, and it had to do with how to subvert something, or...
Well, the idea was... it was Richard Cloward and Frances Fox Piven. I guess maybe they were married, I don't know. Yeah, they were married. I'm reading from the Book of Knowledge now, so who knows what it really is. The 2 stated many Americans who were eligible for welfare were not receiving benefits.
Oh, right.
That a welfare enrollment drive would strain local budgets, here it comes, precipitating a crisis at the state and local levels that would be a wake-up call for the federal government, particularly the Democratic Party. There would be side consequences, which would include easing the plight of the poor. So the idea was essentially to overload the system, I guess.
Yeah.
Which would then blow everything up, and the ultimate objective is to wipe out poverty by establishing a guaranteed annual income, which continues to crop up, including now Scandinavia is talking about it again, with a $20,000 guaranteed per person minimum income. And we've discussed this several times on the show. It's coming back more often. I don't know if that's just because of the internet that we...
Well, you know, even Richard Nixon floated the idea of what he called, and I think is a little different way of looking at it, a reverse income tax.
Right. Which it is, truly.
Which essentially, which would make it more of a sliding scale. But, yeah, I mean, this is not this is something that, I don't know, I think the strategy is not the way to implement something like this.
You could hurt a lot of people in the meantime. It would be fun to watch. You could do a cool reality show.
Well, they believe that the sudden emergence of, like, you know, thousands of kids crossing the Mexican border just by themselves in some scheme, along with a bunch of gangsters, I guess, from the cartels trying to sneak into the country, is part of this strategy.
Yes, exactly. To overload the system.
Yeah, to overload the system in this couple of specific states, New Mexico, Arizona, and Texas would be another one.
Yeah.
Your boys. And, of course, the Estonians would be all for it, you know, because they're all a bunch of communists. Right?
Yeah, commies. Damn commies, yeah. I just thought, I'd never heard of the term, and I just thought it was interesting. And just wanted to bring it up so people could pay attention to it and see what happens.
So I'm watching